Tearing stuff up already. Let's see here. Oh, we got somebody in here. What's going on? I'm not gonna be able to really see the chat. I'm just kind of going live just to let y'all watch. I'm making the last piece for a guy, and I just figured I'd do it live. Just you know, see if I can keep from saying bad words and stuff like that. All right. This is just being used for anybody that's in here to keep the sand from sticking to the object that I'm casting. I have to get me a new sifter. This one's about had it. So I just do this to help sift that sand, get it as fine as you can, get all that detail out of whatever you're casting. Not that this has that much detail to it. And I'll repeat again, David, if you hang out, and Angie, if y'all hang out, just let people know I can't see the chat. I have to stop what I'm doing and lean way over to see it. I would greatly appreciate it. So get the fine detail in there. Get that kind of packed down. Probably should have put more sand on it than that, but that's okay. Kind of getting a late start tonight, so I'm rushing just a little bit. But I had a gentleman reach out to me. He has braces on his legs, and the plastic pieces broke. And there'll be a full video on this later, but I'm just recasting those plastic pieces that connect the foot piece to the leg piece for him. He said they were going to charge him like $100 for those pieces, and I was like, no, dude, I can do that, but I don't think a 3D print's going to hold up. You know, we're going to have to make it out of metal and see if that works. And he's like, how much is that going to cost me? I'm like, oh, I'll do it all for free. So I 3D printed some pieces, sent it to him. He told me what he thought would work, and now I'm casting them. I've already made 3. This is the last one, and then I've got to finish cleaning them up. Been getting off work at like 8 o'clock at night and coming down here and working on this and trying to take care of a few things at the house, and make it to bed about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and getting back up 8:30 and going back to work. So stretching myself a little bit thin, but not too bad. But those of y'all that know me know I do not like mornings either, so I've always said it should be illegal to have to be up before noon. Even though I was in the military, I still believe that. Even though I think the saying goes we do more before lunch than most people do all day or something like that. That was just a couple years ago. I don't want to give my age away. My kids say I'm old as dirt, just saying. Yeah, I made a video of me doing the first one to put with the video of making all this stuff. It's amazing how rusty I've gotten. I hadn't done much of this in a while. But hopefully I'll be getting back to it. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure all the sand's out. Alright, we'll set the top of the mold on. Actually, no, let's do this first. Let's put some of that, we call it separation powder. There's better names for it, but I have problems pulling up names of stuff. Memory's never been good with names. Good with faces. Good with shapes. But names, you can forget it. Alright. This top piece on here. And being that I packed it even with the other side, I don't have to do the whole sand sifter thing. See if we can't get this side filled up. And I've been doing these one at a time because I can't change the temperature on my furnace for some reason. It's going up to copper and silver melting temperature. It won't let me set it lower than that, and I'm making these in aluminum. So I've just been firing it up and doing one and then shutting it down. Letting it cool all the way down and then coming back and doing the next one the next night. So if y'all have never seen this process, there will be more of it in videos. If you'd like to learn this process, I will gladly teach you. There's a better tool for this too. I just haven't found it. It's in my stuff that was packed up. Alright, let's see what happens here. Turn it loose. Yeah, we can make that work. I'm gonna grab my dental tools here. I'm gonna cut me a V in. Do the same thing to this side. For some reason, I always like to make my sprues at the end, and I'm not sure why. That just seems to be my thing for some reason. I'm going to clean this a little bit out here to make sure it's got a wide enough angle to get in properly. Got to pack the loose sand back from where I just cut so it doesn't end up in the metal. I think that side will be okay. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and cut my furnace on. Alright, so we got to create some vents so this aluminum pours in like it's supposed to, and I tend to make my vents for aluminum a little bit bigger than I do the ones for my silver or copper, because aluminum does not weigh as much, so it needs to push that air on out faster. Keep it free flowing so it doesn't freeze part of the way down the mold. And don't worry, I'm working on some video equipment and stuff, so this stuff will look a whole lot better, and I'll be live a whole lot more once I can get all that stuff set up. I've got a couple pieces of equipment I'm looking to buy first of the month. One for this channel, one for one of my other channels. And then I'll probably start working on video equipment and the proper way to connect all of it together, because I want to be able to set up. I can't talk. My work area where y'all can come in and watch. Alright, so this is just completing the vents to the outside. Then we got to loosen this thing up and get it out without tearing the sand up. So this just kind of gives it a chance to let that sand release it. This is a 3D printed part that I made, so the sand does not mind holding on to it really good. It's basically like plastic. keep that workspace clean. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this side and try to get just barely underneath it and raise it up just a little. I'm gonna grab this side and do the same thing. And being the way that I casted it, it'll be fine if it breaks some of that off. Come on. There it goes. I do have to go back and kind of pack that a little bit though. It's okay if I need to cut a little bit off, but it's not okay to get sand in it. And this is one of the ones I've already done. Rocky Mountain, Mr. Chubby, Hubby, Angie, and Rick, thank y'all for coming. Like I said, most of the time I can't see the chat, so I just threw my phone up just to throw something out here. Do something different. Alright, so I've got it pieced together. I've got those vent holes on the back side, so if it decides when I pour to come out the vents, it goes away from me and not towards me. I normally just kind of barely get the clamps on here. Tighten it down good and snug. Get my metal plate that I've been using forever. Then my pliers under it to keep it close to level. And now we're just waiting on the metal. Of course, it would help if I had my machine plugged in. How about that one? Look at this. Yeah, that's not going to work. So it'll be a couple more minutes, y'all. Y'all excuse me for being crazy. So I can see the chat now while we're waiting. How is everybody? Okay, Rocky, cool. I'm glad to hear you're back. I've missed out on so much with all the filling orders and learning new equipment, and I mean I've got a $4,000 CO2 laser that I haven't even tried yet. What else do I have? I got like a $1,500 CNC machine I haven't tried yet. I'm getting ready to order another CNC machine. Yeah. The new one that I'm ordering, I hope to use more for doing graphite molds for people. The one I have now, I want to use more for wood, making stuff for people in wood, or using it to make my plaques look a little bit better that I'm doing for people, where I'm laser engraving pictures on there for them. Hey, Collectoraholic, thanks for popping in, buddy. Let's see. All right, Rocky, I can do that. That's not a problem. Just whenever you're ready, let me know. I'll be honored, to do that. Mr. Chubby Hubby, it's good to see you. I've missed a bunch of y'all. Monkey King Metals, what's going on, dude? Yeah, it's been crazy. I don't have time to watch a lot of people's videos. I try to catch whatever pops up if I'm not fully engaged in something at the time. Here we go. Somebody wants in the picture. What are you doing? Nosing around, huh? Nosing around. What are you doing? Still a little kitten, kind of scared when you reach out. But once you touch her, she stops and she's like, "Ooh, good stuff. Good stuff." Oh, you want to play? We gonna play? How are you? It's good to meet you. It's nice to meet you there. Yeah. Howdy. I can do that. Just email me, shoot me your phone number. I'm trying to keep stuff with the business very personable, where I'm talking, to my clients, and it's mainly disabled, folks that are working. So it's it's four of us right now, and well, we're none of us are making any money. Everything we make goes right back into the business to rebuy supplies, buy more supplies, buy more equipment. I'm still pouring about $2,000 a month into the business out of my pocket. Um, but I'm trying to retire because I am disabled from the military, and I want to start going out on events and doing making stuff live for people right there on the whatever event I go to, whether it's a rodeo or whatever. And I'm hoping to be able to set stuff up and go live there too. But yeah, shoot me a message of what you're looking for. It's scorpion.metals21 at gmail. But as you can see, my furnace, it just keeps climbing. I bought the shoes from somebody, so I mean I can't complain. So I have to pour one piece and then turn it off and let it cool down, which takes hours, and then come back the next day and pour the next piece. So this is my fourth and final piece. It's my last night doing this for this project. I do still have my Devil Forge where I can do big projects, and I'm trying to create a makeshift forge for a lady who wanted me to make flower pots for and then laser engrave them. I can't get the weather to cooperate long enough for me to get anything done. And that's supposed to be a heat index of 105 next week, so I definitely won't be outside in that. She's heating up. She's got a ways to go. Well, let's see. Oh, y'all get more cats than dogs? Interesting. You want some more? I got a pregnant cat. Both of my cats were like tiny, and the one I was just showing y'all, that's off the litter that my other one had, wherever it went. Um, Thankfully, all those were snatched up pretty quick, but I wanted two outside cats to help cut down on mice and stuff like that. So, oh heck yeah, you got a 10 kg propane furnace. There it is. Look, sneaking around here. Pew! What was that? What? It's actually that's right, Recycling's cat. It runs around the basement and climbs up under the covers with him at night. Yeah, we're still building, just trying to make do, get things going. Um, I'm trying to retire because my body's not holding up like it was. It's a lot better for me to bounce around and do different things as my body allows, instead of being stuck on somebody else's time clock. But yeah, I've thought about getting me a service animal. I don't know. I've got three dogs upstairs though, so it's probably out of the question for right now. Um, I got the first one, was planning on training it, and then my wife got the next one, which messed up my training on the first one, and I didn't have the time to invest. So here I sit. And then my daughter wanted to get a dog, and I was like, that's fine, but you're taking care of it. And she's like, yeah. And yeah, well, that one's mine too now. So go figure. Starting to get some red down there. Shouldn't take it too much longer. Yeah, cool. Email me. I got to set up a silver and a copper cell both. I've got some plans, and silver cell will probably be more this channel. The copper cell will probably be more the other my scrap channel. I'm sure it does. Animals are great. I mean, they all have their own personalities, and you know, I don't have to lock my house at night. First off, my house is never empty. Yeah, I got to set up a copper one too. So I just found a refiner, and he right now actually he has some of my e-waste, and he's refining it. He was refining it today on TikTok on live, and now tomorrow he's supposed to finish refining it and then shipping me my gold back, and he's going to show me how to set up a silver cell and a copper cell both. Um, my thought was like these boards. So I depopulate the board completely, but there's still copper inside of it, and it's actually more than you would think that's inside of it. So once I depopulate it to send all that stuff to him for him to get the gold out, I want to take these and run it through a small shredder and drop it in a solution to recover the copper. And I'll find out if it's worth it. I've seen, what is it? It's not Man Mountain Metals. Whatever that dude is. He's got a gold mine and stuff that shows stuff. They sell machines and all to do that, but they sold a guy set up to just do that, and he was making massive amounts of money. So we'll see if doing it on small scale is worth it or not. A diva with a natural mohawk. Awesome. So yeah, I still don't even have enough space to set all my stuff up. I'm just doing this because this guy's been waiting on me a couple months, I believe, and I was like, I gotta hurry up and get that guy's stuff done. I've been busy with coin orders and work and going on vacation and coming back early, and yeah. So I still got a lot of stuff to move around and set up, but I'll get there. I will definitely get there. This one's going to be the hardest for me to clean up, but that piece on it right there, and I just made the sprue kind of wonky, so I had to use bolt cutters to cut that thing off. But the other two aren't bad. They'll just need a little bit of sanding and polishing, and they'll be good to go. So he needs 2 for each foot. Shroom Day, what's up, dude? Oh yeah, these things are great. Even if you do buy them used and they only go to one temperature, as hot as they go. I will tell you though, if y'all have never met one of these, if you turn it off, you have to let it completely cool down. Everything. If not, if you turn it back on before then, it'll burn the thing in half like just about instantly, and you won't have a furnace no more. So alright, I think we're ready. So let me see if I can set y'all up to make this pour. It was right here before. Make sure it's halfway in focus for y'all. Alright, here we go. It'd be great if I spilt it everywhere and burnt my brand new phone up. Just saying. Come on. There we go. Oh wow, it must have stopped and then burnt through. Went on down. I think it's still plenty to get the job done though. So we'll go ahead and turn that furnace off and let it start cooling. It might have been a fail. This is why I turned the stuff away from me. See down here at the bottom where it started leaking? And I've poured stuff before that it shot out those holes that I made for vents. So that's why I always turn those back and away from me. It may have stopped in time though. I'll give that a couple minutes to cool down. Hopefully I won't have to redo it. Yeah, it's room day. It's definitely good to have one as a backup. The one I used to use, it burned up, and I had this one to use as a backup. So, all right, kitty, I don't want you burning yourself. Come here. You just want to play, don't you? Huh? Just want to play, don't you? So, we hold on. Can you hit that little button right there? It makes the screen turn around for me. There you go. See, we can put some cuteness on here. Oh, look at that. Hey, everybody. All right, go play. Look, I did that and a couple people jumped off. They must be scared of the cuteness. Alright, it should be long enough. Let's see if we can't pop this open and see if it stopped and refilled or if it let too much out. Looks like it filled pretty good. See if I can't clean a little bit of this sand off before I dump it in the water. Looks like it come out great. What do y'all think? Yeah, that piece is still a little warm. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So let me see, yeah. So as usual, my wet sand and burnt sand, I put somewhere different till I can get some stuff to refurbish it so it can be reused. Try to knock most of it off. Kitty, what are you tearing up over there? Trim all the little sprues off. Not sure, but I think I've done this a time or two. It's kind of like riding a bike. I jumped right back in the seat and everything come right back to me. Alright, so the only thing left is get that sprue off, but it's pretty cleaned up. Oh, Shroom Day. So your Petrobond, shoot me an email, dude. I'll try to get that to you. I can't remember the name of the place I buy most of my stuff from online. But they've got little packets, and it's like 1 packet per pound or something like that that you put back in it, and you mix it up, and basically all it really is oil. It's what makes it stick together and gives off that horrendous smell when you pour. But basically you just pour that in there and mix it back in good, and then it's ready to use again. The only difference is now you have black sand instead of the reddish, orange, pinkish, whatever color you want to call this. And that's basically all it is. So it's reusable. A lot of people think it isn't, but it actually is. It took me a while to kind of get to that point where I found out that it was reusable. I haven't reused any yet. I've just been collecting what I've been using, but I do have hopes and dreams of making some really big, like daggers and stuff like that for people with where it can be mounted on a board, and say their family crest on it, or I can engrave the board and I can engrave the dagger that I make. So that's kind of my hopes and dreams there. So I've got to slowly keep buying Petrobond to get up to the point where I can do that, because Petrobond's expensive. I know Dove clay is even worse, but I don't think you can rejuvenate the Dove clay. It gives you better detail, but I'm working on lost wax cast and stuff as well. I think I've got all the equipment to do that. I just have not I've actually even printed some of the parts. I just haven't actually run a first trial yet. I find that my time off from work disappears faster than I move, so by the time I fill orders for what I can do, I'm out of time and don't get to play much. So that's getting a little bit better, because I'm starting to get a little bit of help, now with some of the other stuff. One of my friends is doing the 3D printing for me, and doing the laser burns on wood for me. So that's taken a lot off my plate that I don't have to deal with, and it's been real nice. So I'm doing the metal coins and stuff like that still, which he may take over that before long too, and I'll just kind of oversee stuff. I will tell you, if you want something or you ordered something and you ain't heard from me in a while, you may want to reach back out to me again, because I know there's been a couple people I've forgotten. I'm trying to put together like a front office to track that stuff, so I don't lose orders and stuff and make people mad. Um, First, my wife was going to do it, and now she's going back to work, and then my older daughter was going to do it, and now she's decided she's going to go back to work. So I asked my youngest daughter, and which my youngest is like 18, I think she's going to move out. So I still don't really have anything, and you know, to try to hire somebody, they want money, and I'm like, they don't understand that we're trying to build to get, to where we can make money. Right now, we're just trying not to price gouge people and help people, and hone our skills and buy equipment with the money we make. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there one day, I'm sure. But basically, that is that. I do appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me. I just thought I'd give it a shot and see if anybody showed up. Is the actual petrol bond oil? I've seen the product but didn't want to buy it until I knew for sure. Yeah, I believe so. That's my understanding, is it's the same oil. Man, you've either been pouring some really big stuff or pouring a lot of stuff if you got 30 pounds. Angie and Rick, if you need some help, call me. I don't mind at all. That's really why I do all of this, is mainly to help people. I've spent my whole life helping people, um, EMS, fire, military, whatever. Yeah, and if you have problems with anything Shroom Day, hit me up. I don't mind. I'll throw my tricks out there at you too. Um, that's how I learned, you know, Red and a bunch of the others. Um, I actually learned from watching people's YouTube videos, and then Red saw I was doing stuff, and he invited me into their group. I poured with them for a few months, and then just got so busy I couldn't make stuff, and tried to help them behind the scenes a little bit. But I don't know if any of y'all were in that live. Oh man, this was years ago. Tommy was here with me, and we were live down here, and we spilt the crucible of silver, and it went everywhere and set my basement on fire. Um, that was a lot of fun. Luckily, nobody panicked. Me and him looked at each other like, okay. And we reached over and grabbed a pot of water and poured it on a couple things, and it went right out, no problem. But that was pretty wild to set your basement on fire while you're live. Um, but anyway, if you don't know Tommy, it's River Styx. He's actually doing a ride for, and Rocky Mountain. If you're still in here, you might be interested in this too. Um, he's already started in Florida, come up the coast, come past my house, gone out through into the mountains, the tail of the dragon, up into whatever that state is next to Illinois. That's where he is right now. Anyway, he's going all the way out west, to the coast and back down and back around. He's trying to raise money for um, kids, dogs, and first responders and military, to help the three organizations that he picked. So just type in River Styx. It'll take you right to his stuff. He's got all of them where they're at $1 for a donation, so you don't have to donate more than $1. Being it's three of them, it would be $3. He does have a Patreon. He's got $1 on there, for his month. He thinks it'll last like 4 months, the ride. But he's showing a bunch more video on Patreon. But the Patreon's only $1 a month too. So if you're interested, hit him up or shoot me an email if you want him to come by your place on the way through or something. If it's somewhere close to where he's going, I'm sure he'll stop by he is looking for places to stay. He's paying for everything out of his pocket, or the grace that people give him for a place to stay and that kind of thing. So, but thank y'all very much for popping in. I wasn't sure if anybody'd come in. I just figured I'd try a piece live and see what happens. So y'all have a great night and a good rest of the weekend. And make sure you drink plenty of water, because I know we're supposed to have a heat index next week that is going to be something crazy, setting new temperature, high temperature records, heat index of 105 one day, that kind of thing. So um, y'all be careful out there, don't get caught in the heat and not be prepared. So love everybody, y'all have a good one, and we out. Peace.